Hey everyone, welcome back to the World's End Archive channel. Today we've prepared a spoiler-free guide for No I'm Not a Human, designed to help new players survive longer and give experienced players some tips they might not know yet. In this video, everything you see and hear is presented in a subtle way to the game itself. Nothing is spoiled, but the insights are enough to delay a beginner's death and sharpen the strategies of even seasoned players. We're going to cover 10 crucial things you need to be careful about to survive longer, make smarter decisions, and avoid common pitfalls. So grab some notes, sit back, and let's dive right in. 1. Staying informed. Regularly checking all news and communication sources in the game is a crucial survival strategy. Television broadcasts, for instance, can appear up to 3 times a day and may provide small hints, warnings, or guidance about what might happen later that day. They can also give you useful phone numbers in case of emergencies. However, the most important thing to remember is not to blindly trust everything the TV tells you. These broadcasts can sometimes be misleading, incomplete, or intentionally manipulative, so accepting them without questioning can lead to dangerous outcomes. The radio, on the other hand, is a far more reliable source of information and should be followed every single day. Radio updates usually include ongoing events, expected threats, and more objective insights about what is happening around you. Because of this, the radio becomes an essential tool for evaluating the situation and planning your daily strategy. Additionally, calling the phone numbers you obtain from different sources can give you a significant advantage. These calls may reveal hidden mechanics, unlock useful features, or provide additional information that increases your chances of survival. In short, the mindset you must adopt is: stay informed, but don't believe everything you hear. If you completely ignore information from the outside world and isolate yourself, it will almost certainly lead to your downfall. But blindly trusting every source is just as dangerous. Balanced information management is the key to survival. 2. You alone. Another critical point in the game is to never stay home alone. When your character is asked, "Are you alone at home?" it is essential to respond with, "No, I'm not." Admitting that you're alone can attract unnecessary danger and make you a target for external threats within the story. In this context, your neighbor plays an especially important role. The neighbor is one of the few people the main character can genuinely trust, and their advice is often valuable for making the right decisions. Listening to their suggestions can help reinforce your safety at home and give you a better understanding of the events unfolding around you. However, in an effort to avoid being alone, carelessly inviting people into your home is a major mistake. Allowing just anyone inside can quickly worsen your situation. That's why you must always check and evaluate anyone you consider letting in. Observe their behavior, question their intentions, and make sure they are truly trustworthy. Letting the wrong person into your home can compromise both your character's safety and the overall security of your environment. In short, while not being alone is important, knowing who to trust is even more crucial. Surrounding yourself with the right people can keep you alive. Letting the wrong one in can end your game instantly. 3. Different ethics. One of the most important truths to remember in the game is this: not all people are good, and not all visitors are bad. Just because a character is labeled as human does not automatically mean they will behave ethically, act with integrity, or have good intentions. Some human characters can hide their motives, manipulate you, or even pose a direct threat. In other words, being human does not guarantee goodness. On the other hand, the visitors that players often instinctively fear are not always dangerous. A visitor showing up at your door does not necessarily mean they are going to kill someone, act maliciously, or behave unethically. In fact, some visitors may be unexpectedly helpful. They can give valuable information, provide support, or influence the game's direction in a positive way. Being a visitor does not automatically make them evil. Because of this, true survival in the game requires smart judgment. Don't make decisions based on labels. Make them based on behavior and evidence. Blindly trusting humans can be risky, but assuming all visitors are enemies can make you miss out on important opportunities. Evaluating each character carefully, analyzing their intentions, and avoiding assumptions are some of the most critical elements that shape your survival in the game. 4. 2 visitors. Having a single visitor in your home does not trigger the cycle of deaths on its own. One visitor is not an immediate threat. However, once you have 2 visitors inside the house at the same time, the risk of deaths increases dramatically, and this situation often marks the beginning of lethal events. This pattern is widely recognized among players because the game's mechanics tend to support it in most scenarios. Still, there is an important nuance to keep in mind. Some visitors do not kill on the first night. They may wait, delay their actions, or behave unpredictably. But turning this into a fixed rule, such as saying, "This visitor never kills on the first night," is extremely dangerous. Relying on absolute assumptions creates a false sense of security, and that false confidence can quickly turn into blindness. Since the game is built around uncertainty, treating anything as a guaranteed rule often leads to disaster. For this reason, the smartest approach in the game is to operate under the mindset that nothing is ever 100% certain. Accepting uncertainty reduces the chance of making fatal mistakes and prevents you from trusting the wrong patterns. Even so, as a practical strategy, the assumption that 2 visitors can start killing is generally accurate and helps with planning your moves. 5. Check yourself in the game. It is extremely important to remember to check yourself from time to time. Taking a moment to assess your own situation helps verify the accuracy of the information you receive, and also ensures that you avoid sharing details that could be turned against you. By periodically checking yourself, you can prevent giving out information that might work to your disadvantage. This practice not only provides a strategic advantage, but also helps minimize risks throughout the game. In short, regularly evaluating yourself is an indispensable habit for both effective information management and survival. 6. Inner beauty matters. One important fact to remember in the game is this: just because someone is physically deformed or unattractive does not automatically make them a visitor. Likewise, someone appearing physically normal or human-like does not automatically make them human. Relying solely on appearances can be a major mistake and a dangerous misjudgment. Therefore, it is crucial to always carefully check the signs within the game. Observe characters' behaviors, pay attention to inconsistencies in their conversations, watch their actions, and keep an eye on what is happening in the environment. By combining these clues and making reasoned deductions, you can increase your chances of survival and avoid misplaced trust. 7. No, I am not a zombie. It is important to clarify a key concept in the game. Visitors are not always a type of zombie. Since their origin is still unknown, automatically assuming they are zombies can lead to critical mistakes. This kind of thinking may create unnecessary fears or false assumptions, such as wondering, will they turn if they die? In fact, characters who die in your home do not transform, which eliminates this kind of worry. A more accurate way to understand visitors is to think of them as shapeshifters, beings capable of changing their form. Keeping this concept in mind reminds you that they are trying to mimic humans, and you need to carefully observe their behavior to discern their true intentions. This perspective helps you make strategic decisions and avoid misplaced trust. In short, visitors are not zombies. Viewing them as shape-shifting entities that imitate humans increases your chances of survival and allows you to make correct inferences within the game. 8. Let the cat in. In the game, carefully listening to certain characters can unlock specific endings and reveal hidden events. In this context, it is recommended to bring the cat into your home. The cat is not just a decorative or playful element. It can provide various advantages and useful benefits. The cat may guide you in different directions, help you notice important clues, or lead you to hidden interactions. However, it is important to understand that the cat is not a guaranteed guide. Its guidance only becomes meaningful when you actively play the game, explore events, and develop your own strategies. In short, bringing the cat into your home can offer strategic advantages. The hints and opportunities it provides can help you make more informed decisions in the game, but the ultimate discovery and learning process remains entirely in your hands. 9. Drinking is good. In the game, you can drink kombucha to save your progress. The optimal strategy is to drink it before opening the door at night, so that if someone you let in causes your death, you can reload safely. Kombucha is one-time use. Once you drink it, it's gone. However, there might be hidden or alternative ways to obtain kombucha again, so keep an eye on events, characters, and the environment. 10. Don't take anything for granted. In the game, some characters have a guaranteed human role, while others are guaranteed visitors. However, many characters are assigned roles randomly, meaning a character who is a visitor in one playthrough could be human in another. If you want to make the game easier, you can learn the guaranteed roles and plan your strategy accordingly. For example, you can form safe relationships with guaranteed humans and monitor guaranteed visitors more carefully. However, the exploration and excitement of the game is much more enjoyable when you discover the roles yourself. Figuring out which character plays which role through your own observations makes learning the game and developing survival strategies far more rewarding. So those are the top 10 things you must be careful about in No, I'm Not Human. Stay informed, observe carefully, don't judge by appearances, and always balance trust with caution. Use these tips to guide your survival strategy, but the real mastery comes from your own observations and choices. If you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching and good luck surviving.